What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, I want to talk about something very quick, very brief that I'm seeing a lot within the world of Solana right now, and hopefully I can mitigate some risk here from your side. So what I've been seeing a lot since Ethereum ETF approval is that many people are starting to say, oh my goodness, a Solana ETF approval is next. That has to be the move. The whales obviously have been buying Solana more than even Ethereum. Solana is their favorite choice. So obviously there has to be some degree in which they're going to propose an ETF and they're going to try to get it approved and all this other stuff. And people are actually already starting to speculate that Solana ETF approval is going to happen this year or, in the next few months or whatever it may be. Now, I think that it is okay to have that in the back of your mind because I would be a liar to say that I don't as well, right? Like, I am thinking like they might come out with the Solana ETF and that might be pretty interesting, especially considering that fact that, yeah, the whales do favor Solana over every other altcoin. And so it wouldn't be necessarily surprising to see that smart money or that big tier investment coming in and really starting to fuel Solana's growth and maybe push it to $400, $500, $600, right? Like that is on the back of my mind. But that is okay. Having that thought process is okay. But the issue that I'm seeing is that people are now doing something that is very dangerous. And what they're doing is they're starting to speculate of when that's going to happen. They're starting to speculate of how that's going to look. And they're already starting to put together these theses and ideas of, okay, this is going to happen, so it's time to do this, right? I saw a video the other day where a guy said, hey, the Solana ETF approval is on the way, or the Solana ETF itself is on the way. And because of that, we're now going to open up some long trades where we are right now. And we expect that this ETF is going to happen. I think he said like July 15th or some shit like that. And so he started to speculate. And although it's okay, especially if you're not taking a ton of risk with those types of trades, I definitely think that we're falling into a trap as a market right now, which is reliant on things that are kind of outside of our control. And we're relying on the same types of people who have constantly caused issues for the world of crypto on a consistent basis. The SEC, the government in the United States in general, these bigger bodies at hand, they have a consistent history of putting things down that are not good for crypto, for constantly doing things that are against crypto in the first place. Now, I understand that the current administration is starting to change their tune because they want to get reelected and whatever it may be. I don't care about that. What I do know is that they have a consistent track record of doing things that are harmful for the world of crypto. And when we're sitting here now thinking about how good the Bitcoin ETF approval is and Ethereum ETF approval and getting Solana approved and all these other things, we're now placing our trades and our gains and our excitement and our hopes directly in the hands of people who don't have our best interest in mind and also don't particularly like the world of crypto. And I think that's dangerous. And so, although, like I said, it is okay to some degree to have that on the back of your mind and think, okay, well, if that happens, institutional investment will likely come in and that would be good for price action. I think that we should not allow something like an approval on an ETF like for something like Solana, sorry there, froze up for a second, but for something like Solana, I think if you allow that to be the general basis of why you are now investing or why you are now going long or why you are now selling or whatever it may be, it's putting you in a position where you're taking a risk of that some bullshit happens that causes you to lose. Because realistically speaking, it wouldn't shock me at all if there's news and rumblings that the Solana ETF approval is on the way, and the next thing you know, it doesn't happen, and then Solana's price falls, and then it does happen, then it takes off, and the people who are getting all emotional and basing their investments and ideas and whatever it may be on something like an ETF are then putting themselves at risk of getting liquidated, of panic selling or FOMOing in at a top or anything like that. And it's just not healthy. And so I just want the Solana community to understand that we should stick to our guns. We should stick to what we know. Stick to ecosystem and growth. Stick to the fact that we're seeing the Solana meme coins doing well. The Solana ecosystem is growing. Those should be the reasons as to why you're investing, not some governmental body saying they might do one thing or they might do another, because at the end of the day, we just can't trust them. And so I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I hope you understand I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but at the end of the day, it's very risky. And I've noticed over and over again that within this market, when people start relying on news and they start relying on, these big updates coming from companies, oftentimes it does get rather disappointing. And a lot of the times people lose a lot of money due to the volatility. And I don't want that to be you. So I hope you understand. I just wanted to drop that quick video for you here today on Sunday, because there's not too much going on with Solana's price other than, what we talked about yesterday. So I wanted to talk a little bit more fundamental with you. So I will check in with you tomorrow. But overall, of course, I hope you guys do have a good Sunday, and I can't wait to see you all on the next one. Peace out, everybody.